welcome to Coffee Chat with Paul Paquette. Today's guest is Teresa Pitre, so welcome Teresa, we're pleased to have you here.
It's great to see you again.
Absolutely. So Teresa's one of our, you're one of our customers, and first of all, thank you for your business. We appreciate the support and trust that you put within InXpress. I just want to ask you, what do you guys do?
InXpress is a technology-enabled healthcare company. We are North America-wide. We have a number of different offices and businesses, and ours here in Ontario is an automated hub where we deliver medication and medication care to our patients all over Ontario. So essentially we are a pharmacy, but we're not your typical bricks and mortar pharmacy or corner drugstore that you walk into. We're very high volume, high efficiency, and we really specialize in making sure that patients take their medications on time and regularly and when they're supposed to. So we do that through technology that allows us to package their medications in a customized way exactly at the times that they're supposed to take them, all of their pills together in pouches to take exactly when they want to according to their schedule. And we deliver those medications all over Ontario. And we do it on a very frequent basis because a lot of our patients, their medications change quite often. And so it's really important that they have the right medications at the right time. So we're delivering to thousands of patients all over Ontario our services and the medications that they need.
Wow, that's great. So you guys are basically essential service in essence.
Absolutely.
Myself personally, going through, my father going through, some of the healthcare that he's gone through, I understand the importance of the different medications on time, which ones to take when, how important it is, and that's phenomenal to be able to take that pressure or that stress off of a lot of the caregivers, because there's enough stress out there, caring for the sick right now. So, that's great. So yourself, what role do you play, and how do you get involved?
So I'm a pharmacist first and foremost, and I am the general manager. So I basically oversee our entire team from the time that we bring a patient on board, and we have pharmacists who work with them to consolidate their medications and get everything scheduled properly, do all the proper packaging and with our technology to do the packaging, and then ultimately prepare the product for shipping to get it out the door. So that whole continuum of care, I oversee it.
All I can say is wow.
It's been quite the journey. As you know, we've been working together for a few years now as partners, and when we started out, we were probably doing about 50 to 100 deliveries a week, and now we're doing about 5 times that volume and growing.
Wow. So logistics, supply chain, shipping is just a key fundamental part of your business to make sure the sick get what they need in a timely manner.
Absolutely. Medication adherence, so taking your medication at the right time every day is what we focus on. And in order to do that, you have to have the medication available when you need it. And that's for our patients of all ages. So we have patients from age 6 to 99, dealing with often multiple chronic diseases. And so they have multiple medications that are critical, whether they're for seizures or for diabetes. So it's really, really important that they have them on time.
So how has, as your business has grown and developed, how has InXpress been able to help to ensure your patients are getting their medication in a timely manner?
Well, I would say InXpress has helped in multiple ways. We're shipping to very remote areas, Sault Ste. Marie, Blind River, up to Ottawa, down to Windsor, and we're really relying on the logistics companies that we work with to ensure that those medications get there on time. So as our volume has grown and our number of shipments have grown, we don't have the time to get on the phone with Canpart or Purelator to track an individual package, to find out what's been going on, why is it delayed, why is it held at the terminal, was there an address mistype, something like that, or maybe the patient wasn't home to receive their medications. So this is where InXpress, with the technology that you provided us, the portal, as well as with the franchise owner, who's essentially our representative for the deliveries, we can contact and say, hey, Ian, can you look into this tracking number or that tracking number? Can you help us to resolve this issue so that the patient gets their meds on time? So, for whatever percentage of deliveries that perhaps the courier company was unable to get overnight to the patient, we want to make sure that that's resolved very quickly. And that's what InXpress helps us do.
Well, thank you. We appreciate the trust that you have with InXpress. Supply chain logistics, we all know it's not a perfect world, especially in today's day and age where capacity, labor, everybody's facing those challenges.
100%.
And we're not perfect by no means, but our franchise owners that we have across the network, they're top notch, and I'm very fortunate to be sitting in my position with all these franchise owners that we have right from Victoria to Halifax, to be able to help customers like yourselves, to make sure your customers at the end of the day their needs are being fulfilled. So one of the questions I have, because we're talking about franchise owners and that, what is it like dealing with an InXpress franchise owner versus calling the 800 number?
That's a great question, because I did a lot of calling the 800 numbers when we started our business. And first of all, you're calling 3 or 4 800 numbers to deal with the different courier companies that you might be using for different locations. This is a one-stop shop. So obviously, to be able to just pick up the phone, send an email, send even a text message to say, hey, we need your help, is a huge time saver for us. Also, when you're calling out 1-800 number, you never know who you're going to get. You can get somebody who is super helpful and will go through hell and high water to try and make sure that your problems are resolved, or you'll get someone who really doesn't care and they just say, well, I don't have any more information, sorry. Whereas when we're working with our franchise owner, with Ian, it's that relationship is really important. It gives myself and my staff the confidence to know that Ian's working on it. He takes extra steps to help us, to proactively inform us of any kind of exceptions, delivery exceptions, and what he's doing to communicate with drivers, with terminals, and so on and so forth. So we can't thank him enough for that.
Thank you, and that coming from yourself as our customer means a lot to hear. How our franchise owners are dealing with customers like yourself. We take a lot of pride and joy in our business. Our franchise owners take a lot of pride and joy in what they do. They're financially invested into this business, so they're working hard to make things work and to make sure you and your customers are happy at the end of the day. So I just want to thank you for coming out today, being part of the Coffee Chat with Paul Paquette, and I just, again, thank you very much for your business. Thank you.
It's a pleasure, Paul. Thanks, and we appreciate your services very much.
Thank you.